What's going on, guys? Steven with Aquatic Pools. We're here in Cocoa, Florida. We're plastering a pool, which means the interior of the pool. Let's check it out, guys. So out here, they already got done mixing. This is the bags. So we got some left over. We'd rather have some left over than be short. Got a cement mixer here. So they put the bags in the cement mixer, mix it up, put it in a wheelbarrow, and they come back here. Now this is we're just resurfacing this pool, so we didn't do anything else to it. We just resurfaced it. This isn't a new pool. This is a renovation. So come back here. Got a bunch of guys back here. So this is what we call a quartz finish or a gem finish. Two types of finishes, pebble and quartz. So if you look at this, I don't know if you can see it, it's real fine aggregate. What aggregate means is the crystals in it. So they're working their way out of the pool. They're still on cleats, so they start with cleats. If you look at their feet, they start with cleats. And then they go to foam shoes. So here's the foam shoes. As it dries, they go to foam shoes. Now you can see if you look real closely, I don't know if you can see this, but there's bubbles. So as this dries, I don't know if you can see the bubbles, it heats up and the heat causes air bubbles, so they got to keep pressing it. So they got to work this normally 3 or 4 times as it dries, meaning trowel it. So these are the trowels they use. So this is all hand done, guys. Pools are not perfect. You know, when you look at these pools, they're not perfect by any means. You know, this is done by hand. This is not done by a machine. There's no giant, you know, gas-powered trowel. There's no, you know, automatic screed. There's no nothing. This is hand done. You know, and this is how pools are. You know, so we do as good a job as we can, but these pools are hand done. Now, if you look right now, so you see the surface, you can't really see the aggregate in it. So afterwards, we have to acid wash it to expose the aggregate in it, meaning the little dots in it. So when you first get a pool done, you're gonna go, hey, where are my crystals inside, or where are my, you know, dots? Well, you don't see them until afterwards. Now we choose to do it a different way than most people do it. Most people, you know, they spray muriatic acid on the pool, you know, before they fill it. The reason we don't like doing that is it streaks, and you get a lot of runs and you get a lot of streaks in it. No matter how good you get it, it's hard to get it real even, because it runs down the bowl of the pool, creates a channel, it sits in the fittings, drips down, sits in the skimmer, drips down. So how we do it, guys, is, and this is from 14 years of doing this. I've done this my whole life. I've owned the business for 14 years. Is we fill it up and we do we call it a hot start, or an in-house wash. So we basically lower the pH in the water and it burns off the top layer. When it burns off the top layer, it exposes it. The reason we do that is it's perfectly even. You know, and we got to keep the light out. Anything metal, we take out of the equation. So we keep the light out, we keep the fittings out. We, you know, if there's any heaters, we bypass them, you know, when we're doing this hot start. If you look down here, we got the drain. Now this is an old pool. So that, you know, the Virginia Baker Act, you know, if you build a new pool, states that you gotta have 2 suction ports. This is an old pool, which means it only has 1 suction port on it. And we're not required, you know, we pull permits on all our jobs, we're not required to put 2 drains in the pool, meaning it's grandfathered in. But if you look real closely, there's what's called a redo ring on it. So we don't chip out the pot or anything, we put another ring on top of it if you see it real closely, and that's called a redo ring. So that brings it up to the new elevation, so you can put the proper amount of plaster on it. Now this pool, this is an old school pool, you know, it's got what we call cap tiles on it, and a lot of people are running glass trim on their steps. These are cap tiles, you know, and this is just what the customer wants. You know, this is the customer's pool. He's probably, you know, not wanting to spend an arm and a leg. You know, and if you see, you know, we got a ton of fans around this pool. It serves 2 purposes. One, it helps it dry if you're in the shade. You can see how this pool's pretty shaded. and 2, it keeps the workers cool. You know, so they work it, they work it, they work it, and they work out of the pool. They work all the way out to the shallow end. Each guy is responsible for a little area in the pool. So obviously they started in the deep end, so this side's more dry than over here. You can kind of see the sheen on it. You know, these guys are almost done. They're going to get in and they'll do another hit on it, you know, and straighten everything out. Call it a hard trowel. But yeah, you can see these guys are still on cleats. They're going to go to these foam shoes and then work their way out. So this is how a resurface is done. Again, guys, my name's Steven. Own Aquatic Pools. We're here in Brevard County. Got any questions, feel free to email or call. Please like and share. Subscribe to our channel. It really helps us out, guys. And if you want to know anything, we're an open book. Ask. Thank you and have a great day.